around this. Today we'll be playing some more Penny Dreadful. Today we have a Jeskai tempo deck built around the bridges cycle from Horizons 2, indestructible artifact lands. And the way that we abuse them are with Ensoul artifacts, which transforms those artifacts into 5/5s, and they're going to be indestructible still. And Rise and Shine, which transforms the artifacts into 4/4 creatures, like 0/0s with 4 counters on them. And this can also be overloaded if we have enough mana and transform all of our bridges and other random artifacts into 4/4s, just kill our opponent one sweep. That's more or less the win condition of this deck. So the way that you can build this, right, is either with a more aggressive kind of strategy, or what I build here, which is more of a tempo strategy, aggro control, where our creatures are like very aggressive, like 5/5s, indestructible, but also very sticky and difficult to remove. So with that, we are going to have like these creatures and some amount of protection from our opponent, so we can kill them before they can kill us. Basically, we are going to stop them a bit from playing the game and kill them in the meantime. That's more or less the idea. So for that, we have some amount of removal spells. We have 2 repeals, which are pretty useful, 2 burst lightning and a flame slash, more removal spells, rip apart, which can be 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker, or just a disenchant. The only downside of this card is that it's a sorcery, otherwise I would play more. I think this card is awesome. And having a catch-all for in this format is really important, since you don't know exactly what you're playing against. And for that reason, we also have Detention Sphere, which is at the worst an O-ring, but at the best it can be like a match removal spell against tokens, or against a strategy that just happen to draw a couple of the same card, right? So you can maybe 2-for-1 them. It's a bit expensive though, and sorcery speed, but I like having one of those. We also have some counter magic. Since we are base blue, we have 2 Spell Pierces. Combo is relatively prevalent in this format, and Spell Pierce is at a premium right now. I don't want to have like 4, but it's pretty good. 4 OG counter spells, so it's really strong. Just stop them from playing the game. And 2 Memory Lapses, which I'm a bit on the fence about. I think this card is amazing, especially if you are playing tempo. But the problem is that this doesn't really respond like, for example, channel, right? They play channel, you just memory lapse and they play it again next turn. So that's just delaying the problem in those scenarios. It's better against the fair decks, right? When the tempo is really important. But right now in this format, there are a couple of combo decks that rely on just drawing one spell and resolving it. And for that reason, memory lapse is not that good against them. And spell pierce is maybe better, right? So, but we have a different countermeasures in the sideboard to accommodate around this. Then we have the cantrips. We have 4 Acrom's Astrolabe, since we're going to play, all our basics are going to be snow. We can't cast this with our bridges, but we can with our basics, and we are also going to have other ways of finding our basics. We have also 4 ponders, just really good cantrip. You will see at the top 3, keep 1. We can shuffle if we want to. We don't have many ways of shuffling besides the ponder. So again, it's not at a premium, but I believe it's still strong enough as a baseline that I think it's okay to run. And for Decktech and Probes, Decktech and Probes is one of those cards that people don't play enough. You just by default play 4 of these in any deck. Maybe not so much in a control deck, right? But if you're not on control, just play this. Make sure you understand what your opponent is playing and try to go for them there. I only don't play this card, I think, in control decks that don't have enough spots for this, right? Or decks that play like Cascade and can't really play this. So that's more or less the only exceptions to the rule. But this card is just nuts. You see what your opponent's doing, try to find out a game plan that works against them and execute that game plan with. It just improves your win percentage by a lot by itself. Then we have a couple of other card draw spells. We have for Cleansing with Fire. If we point this at our bridges, we can ramp a bit, fetch basic, put it on the battlefield tapped and shuffle. But we also get to draw a card. So This is an amazing card if we are trying to ramp ourselves a bit, fix our mana, maybe shuffle our wonders, maybe find the snowland for the Azorius. So it more or less patches a lot of holes we have in the deck. But also at baseline, if we just target at a bridge, that's a 2-for-1 because we get a land and a card. So it's similar to, what's it called? Expressive Iteration, I think it's called. I think that's the name of the card, right? Okay, it's not, okay. Yeah, Expressive Iteration. So it's more or less the same thing where you get a card and you get a land, basically. But it's also, you can play it on turn 2, which Expressive Iteration you can't. So it's actually better than that in this deck. Again, this is a nice combo. We are playing top lands, but we have these to take advantage of those, so that's kind of cool. And in a pinch, it can also just target the opponents. There are a couple of Hermit Druid decks, like Hermit Druid is legal, and this is just Sphere Mind with a cantrip stapled on it, so not bad at all. And there's also like other decks that just rely on having enough mana to play their spells. This can maybe stop them from casting their spells. This is also an Astrolabe meta, so this is not for those decks, right? Those maybe can play 4 colors and have no problem because Astrolabe is broken, but you can play the Cleansing Wildfire against some of the decks in the format. And lastly, 2 Treasure Cruisers. This is just more or less free. We have a lot of cantrips, and having a couple of these cards just dig deep, have 3 cards extra, really strong. Again, we are kind of a control deck and at heart, and we also just need to have more. This is a way of having more resources than our opponents and just winning the long game. So it's more or less free. We could play 1, we could play 3, but I think 2 is so fine. We'll see after this league how it goes. Okay, so running on the sideboard, we have, let's see, a control magic, just a catch-all. It's better against the fair decks, and we can try to ramp it out turn 3. It's okay, it's not amazing, but I think 1 is fine. We have 2 Tests of Talents against the control decks. This is, sorry, against the combo decks, like this, against a channel deck. If they can't counter the Test of Talents, they are just dead. We exile all their channels and just kill them. Negate is another control that doesn't really win the game on the spot like Test of Talents, but it's a bit more wide on what it solves, so I like that. And when invasive sorcery, this is just against the channel deck. There are other sorcery decks, I think, but it's mostly for the channel deck. We'll see if we find another other places where we should play this. I'm not sure if we are going to have enough for Delirium. Probably we will not, but having just a 1-mana counterspell is fine. Maybe I think I'll change this for the new 1-mana counterspell that counters unless it was played from the hand, right? Yeah, I probably change that to the other card soon. I think that makes sense. And then we have a couple of Wrath effects, Pyroclasm and Sweltering Suns, just really strong board wipes against the small creature decks like Elves and other aggressive decks. In Pro Alliance, this is just another win condition that you can use if we need to have more champ blockers, if we're more on the defensive side. Like, for example, if we play against Mono Red, maybe we can cut a couple of counter spells and put the Pro Alliances in, have more presence. So it's a way of, sculpting our deck more or less around what our opponent might be doing without actually having an actual spot, for example, against Mono Red, right? Rip Apart is just very strong. This is the disenchant I like the most in this format. Again, if we need more removal, we can play this in, but this is more or less for the decks where we want a disenchant. Detention Sphere, another catch-all. I like catch-alls in these kind of decks. And it can also be really good against some of the token strategies. And lastly, a Lantern of the Lost. There is like a Recurring Nightmare combo, and this is the card that more or less trumps that matchup. So we're going to have that in, but again, it's a card that is fine to play on their own if you just need a cantrip and you need to cut a bad card from your deck. So that's more or less rounds it up. I'm going to cut this Invasive Sorcery for the other card and start a league, so see you then. Alright, match number 1 against Deco. I'll say Deco, let's see what onto my opponent. luck, fun. I'm just. Oh, there, we got there. Okay, let's be on the play. And this hand is not good, honestly. If this was blue-red, maybe, since we can use that with the cleansing wildfire. I have 2 draw steps to find a land. I think I'm going to mulligan. I don't need to gamble on that hand. Okay, this one is better. We have the Rise and Shine. We have a couple of cantrips and we have Rip Apart. So now the question is, which spell do we send back? Sorry, which card do we send back? It's difficult. I'm going to say the Rip Apart. Not sure about that. And yeah, let's start with the Decktech Pro. Try to set up and see what should we do. What's this? Okay, so this is nice. It's an interesting card. Duress, Astro, Reflector, 1 Temple. Wow, this hand is not what I would keep, honestly. And I think I start with this. If they don't have turn 1 Duress, I can Rise and Shine that, and I think it's the worst of the lands I have. We'll see. Okay, they play the Temple, so they don't have Duress. Sunset Reverie is an interesting one. If an opponent has more life than you gain 4 life. If an opponent controls more creatures than you, create 2 1/1s. If an opponent has more cards than you, draw a card. So it makes a lot of things if you're behind, but you need to be behind for that. So kind of weird. Alright, so in terms of removal, they have Reflector Mage, which does work against our Rise and Shine, and it's actually a hard removal, so that's kind of annoying. Right, I think I'm going to wait on the Rise and Shine then. No, the thing is, if I wait for the Rise and Shine, they can direct my thing, so I think I'm going to just do that. They have only one land, so yeah. We can start applying pressure. I didn't see how they did with the scry top, so they have 2 lands probably. That's okay. Okay, they can play the Revelry if they want to. I make 2 1/1s and nothing else. Okay, so they play that and the rest, I would guess. They probably take the Ponder. It's not a huge loss. If I move it, they can take it. Yeah. Ah, they did it. Okay. Alright, so we have a counter spell that we can't really cast. So I think I'll pay life for the Decktech Pro and try to find an untapped blue source. Oh wow, this is annoying. Okay. Reflector Mage, the Judgment, Esper Charms. So this is their hand, okay. Alright, let's play the land. Attack for 4 and pass. If they bounce the bridge, it's okay, like we lose the 4 counters. Okay, they just found our Astro. So at least they can't really play the Reflector this turn. I think I played against them the other day. They were also on this deck. I'm not sure if the same exact cards, but an Esper Charm control deck without Serda. Alright, so now we can hold the counterspell, I think. Let's just attack for 4, see what happens. And now we can counterspell the Reflector, which is really annoying. And if they play the Revelry, maybe we just let that resolve, like it just took 1/1s with life. Okay, they don't go for the mage. We only know we have a Burst Lightning. And if they play the tokens, I can bounce 1. Oh, they were just searching for land. Okay, makes sense. If they go for the Reflector, I will counter. Reverie. I don't think I care about the Reverie. And I'll use a repeal on this. Alright, let's see. We draw a land here, counter. Yeah, let's just attack. Their Field of Ruin is worthless against us, which is kind of funny. They play Champ Block, so they can play another Reverie, that's okay. Okay, and again, I don't want their Reflector Mage to resolve, that's the only card I don't want them resolving. The rest is just fine. Oh, they play the Astro. They're going for the Esper Charm. Okay, that I can counter since I have 2. They love, I think I played against them before, and they love using that mod of target opponent discards. Treasure Cruise 6, 7, 8, so I can do that and hold counterspell, I think. Right? Yeah. Awesome. Oh, yeah. Bummer. So now they are going to still have more cards than me, so I don't know if Sunset Reverie is a nice card in their deck. We'll see. Maybe it is. They're still struggling on lands. I'm recording, right? I have to double check. And the volume is okay. Reverie. Yeah, sure. I could have used the counterspell, but if they go for land, Reflector Mage, we're in a rough spot. Alright, I'll start cantripping here. I want to find my lands. Okay, I'll use the Ponder now, so you have more chances of finding it. Alright. I can take the land, play it, cantrip the Astro. I think that's fine. Yeah, and we drew the rest. The rest is okay too. Now we have better mana. And we can save the Ponder for when we need the the selection. Right now the cards on top of my deck are fine. As you can see, my deck is doing exactly what I wanted it to do. It's like pressuring the opponent, making them do plays, while I just put one card on play and it's just pressuring the opponent. And I can use the rest of my cards to cantrip, find things, you know, and that's good for me. Yeah, I'll counter this. If they drew their counter spell, that's fine too. Like I lose my thing, but that's okay. Alright. The rest. Him to Turak. I'm not sure if they play Him to Turak. They probably could. They have kind of an ambitious mana base, but that's really just patches the problem, so. Okay. Let's see. Maybe it's a Tassigor, yeah. Tassigor is annoying, but we can block it forever. Okay. I can destroy the lands too, but they probably play basics instead of play the Azorius. I could guess. So let's start with the Cleansing Wildfire here. Try to find an answer to that Tassigor. I don't think I have anything that does 5 damage, but okay, and I think we just want more islands. Rip apart. That's not it, okay. Okay, that's fine. And so their Day of Judgment is basically dead, but it's dead in the matchup too. Rise and Shine is awesome, we can turn all of these into 4/4s. And Soul, I don't want to do End Soul right now. I want to use the counter spell for the Reflector Mage. Though they can't get it back and use it again. So next one I'm probably going to do that. I still don't want to jump out, I don't think. And yeah, let's just do it like so. I don't need the Detection Pro right now. Play the land. And I think I just pass. If I attack, I just kill the token. I don't think they block with the Task Secret. They know we have the Birth Lightning, but if I keep it to block too, I have both of the best words. And a cool thing about placing Fliers is that we have an answer to the Chlorine Barrens and other annoying lands. Okay. I don't think they attack right. That would be nonsense. Okay, I'll block. This card is indestructible, so it's free for me to block. Both same. Five mana. I have no clue what this is doing. This -6/-6 effect. You probably could have used that before combat. And the worst thing about this is that now I can counter this and I can use this mana to kill this. So everything went bad for them. Yep. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a bunch of Resonance Chain tokens. I can attack with them too, right? This doesn't have Summon and Sickness, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I attack with all its lethal, so I need to block one. Okay. I force them to use the Day of Judgment. I still keep 4 top. Yeah, that should be enough, I believe. Yeah, that card is nuts. Oh my god. I was thinking of using like Hard Evidence and other artifact making things, but that, like, I don't think it's necessary to do so. Like you see here, it's like still pretty strong, and we are not in a rush to kill my opponent. Like, even if they answer, like if they use Day of Judgment and Out or whatever, I still have lethal. I don't need to be like super aggressive, since our threats are sticky, right? That's the important part. If this was like easier to disrupt, then I would like to have you know, more token makers and all that to just make sure that I kill them. In this case, that's just fine. Okay, Ripapar doesn't seem too great here. Repeal at least, you can target your own stuff with it. So you can target your Astrolapes, and that's like a 3 mana divination, but installments and instant and all that. So it has some good utility. Okay, so let me put all the removal here. Let's figure out how we can build this. Stoppers, memory lapses. Okay, so all of this is more or less what I want to start changing a bit. Imperial Alliance is fine against them. It's like not amazing since they have Esper Charm. Same with Detention Sphere. Wash Away doesn't do much, it's just a cancel. Yeah, I replaced Invasive Surgery with Wash Away, which is counter spell that wasn't cast from the dominant, cast from blue, or for 1 blue, it's a cancel. I want the negates for sure. Control Magic doesn't seem too bad either. I don't remember exactly what they play, but they may play like the Plane Cycling Dragon, and we also saw a couple of creatures from them, like Tassiger. Okay, so the Detention Sphere is not great. Then that can't really answer most of what they do. Rip apart neither. Flame Slash is also really bad. Mortality at least can kill Planeswalkers. I believe they play Planeswalkers, so let's bring those in. Test of Talents probably in. And I want Improbable Alliances. Yeah, probably I can play Improbable Alliance, got like something like this. Because I'm already bringing in a lot of counter spells. So my mana value, I think that's fine. I took a long time to start talking about my deck and whatever, and didn't have enough time to say more, but I think that's more or less what I would do. Alright. Game 9 number 2. Okay, this is fine. We don't have red, but we do have Ponder, and again, Ponder fixes all problems. And I think I'll start with the Ponder. And this is not good enough. I'm going to shuffle. That's good, that's good. Next time we probably just play the Brawl Alliance. And the following turn I can do Cleansing Wildfire onto my top land. Trigger the Alliance. I love this card, by the way. Brawl Alliance is such a cool card. Like Bitter Blossom is also really good, but the thing is, Bitter Blossom, you don't really have to work for it. This is like you have to put things in your deck that work with that. So I find it kind of cool. All right, so do I want to tap out? I think so. I don't think I care. Also, I like only if they have like island into Esper Charm, they can kill this. So that's fine. Yeah, let's play this. Kill it. Search for blue. Trigger my thingy. Go. Alright, so okay, they don't have Esper mana, so we can do next turn place Wildfire and hold counterspell. Oh, they have Unmaking, okay. That's alright. Okay, so I can play this bridge, kill it. I can do this too. I think that's better. And I think I just find more blue right now. Okay, that's a better bridge at least. Play that and hold counterspell in case they have like a win condition here. It's not that I can do much more. So. And I'll try to use my spell burst really aggressively. I want to take value from it. It can be kind of difficult in this kind of matchup. Alright, so we found something to target with our reveals. Let's attack for 1. And by the way, the reason I'm playing white is not because I think white is necessary for this deck. But the problem is, I need a lot of bridges, so I ended up choosing one color and using that. I choose white, but you can use almost any color you want. Like I could be splashing for black, or I could be splashing for green. I didn't find any reason to be any of those colors. Okay, so I think I'll reveal here. Okay. Ooh, Rise and Shine, that's a must counter. Do I need to wait? The thing is, if they find Duress or a counterspell, it's kind of annoying. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So if I do that, I don't have anything to attack with this turn. Yeah, no, I think I just attack and use the counterspell on the Duress if they have it. I can attack through the Crawling Barrens, and they are at 14. Next turn, I think it's probably lethal. I'm just activating the Barrens. Rolling Barons is awesome, but yeah, it's kind of slow, but I understand what they are doing. The problem is now they don't have blue, so I know I can do all of this, basically. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I do this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 4 is 16, so that should be enough. This is such a cool idea. I wasn't expecting to overload Ray Sunshine this often, but it's proving to be pretty good. So, oh, they can block one of those for free. Yeah, that's true. That's okay though. They take 13. They go to 1. Yeah, I forgot about that. Still, I think that's okay. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Probably kill the astrolabe, I would guess. Yeah, that makes sense. I know they have to have an answer. I don't know if they have. Or maybe like chain a couple of the make 2 tokens gain for life cards. Though they aren't drawing from them, so it's just 2 tokens for life. Alright, we won. Awesome. Let's go to the next match. Alright. It's match number 2 against Jefta 001. I don't recognize that name, but they are on the league, so we'll see. This gun is awesome. I need to figure out how to sequence this. If I want to Astrolabe turn 1 or if I want to Cleanse Our Fire turn 2. I probably want to Cleanse Our Fire turn 2. And we have Rip Apart as a catch-all, and Memory Lapse as a counterspell. Okay, blue. Ooh, blue fairies, maybe? Maybe? We'll see. Yeah, I think for sure I want to Cleanse Our Fire next turn. Start doing that. Try to fix our colors for the... Ooh, nice. For the Rip Aparts. Oh, they are also playing white. I have no clue what that could mean. Like Reflector Mage maybe, something like that, maybe Tempo Creatures. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do this. Yes, and what do I want to fetch? I can do Rip Apart with Astrolabe, so I don't need to go fetch white. I think I'll just go fetch blue. Yeah. Alright. Next one I can do Astrolabe into Rip Apart if I need to. If they play a big creature. Or if they put like a Curiosity on one of their cards or whatever. Oh. 2 more to cast, that's pretty difficult for me. Okay. So I think I'll continue developing them. Right. I could use also a counterspell in this situation, but I want to continue developing my mana, I think. I think that's more important. So I'll start with the Astrolabe, and if I find a land, maybe I don't Cleanse Our Fire this turn, and I can hold a counterspell. I ignored chat last game. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's okay. Okay, so we found the lands here. I really want to start deploying my things. The problem is if I pass with counter up and they go like attack for 4 and pass, I'm in a really bad spot. So I think I need to Cleanse Our Fire. And we have all the blue we need. I think I'm going to fetch a red. Rise and Shine is nice. So we can start just playing for that. Rise and Shine, you know. Play another blue. And the white is also useful for the Rip Apart. Problem is Rip Apart costs 4 for that Jubilant Escape Bonder. Yeah. Alright. okay, that's okay. Yeah, I think I need to take my turn off killing that Skybonder. It's hitting for a bunch. And I just want to continue developing my mana so I can Rise and Shine in a couple of turns. Okay. I can also destroy this with this card. But that removes the same amount of pressure. Okay, let's do that. We can hold the Spell Pierce. If they have another favorite wines, they missed the land drop, so that may be okay. I'll play the land now. Alright, and I have 6 mana now. I can do the Rise and Shine thing, but that's not lethal. I put 4 creatures into play with that. I have a bunch of counter spells, so that's kind of difficult for me to work through. Let's see. Imperial Eagle, that's pretty annoying. Alright, we might be dying here because I don't have an answer to this. Yep, I think I'm dying. Yeah. At least we didn't show what we were playing. Alright, so against this strategy, Rip Apart seems fine. Improvidence 2, Pyroclasm and Sojourning Suns also look pretty good. And Control Magic 2. I think, let's see, let's put all the removal spells in one pile, try to figure it out. I don't think I want Attention Sphere, it's kind of slow. I don't want Memory Lapses, they are kind of aggressive and I want to be adding to the board. Repeal, I think I can cut one. It's interaction, but it's like not great interaction. And then Soul, I think I'm going to cut a couple of Souls since they don't block on the ground. Rise and Shine at least is like the win condition, so that's fine. For the rest, I don't really care. Maybe just got another Soul artifact since we have also the Imperial Alliances as win conditions. And we have a Pyroclasm, Sojourning Suns, and a bunch of removal spells. Yep. Yeah, we were on the back foot the whole game, and the thing that got us was like we weren't able to deploy our counter spells because we were ramping. Okay, this is fine. Let's keep. I'll start with the Astrolabe so I can hold Burst Lightning next turn. Like play a Bridge and Burst Lightning. No, Treasure Cruise is not what I wanted to see. But that's okay. Okay, Plains, Raptor. Okay, that's not a great magic card. Alright. Let's play the Bridge. Alright, so we'll try to slow roll the rats, but maybe we can't really do much. If they play like February wins, okay, I'm going to kill that in response. And even if they can protect it, I can kill it with Pyroclasm, so okay, we got the 2-for-1, that's nice. Another Raptor, that's okay. Okay, Cleansing Wildfire, yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's say yes and fetch a blue. Control Magic might be nice if they tap out for one of those big flyers like the Imperial Eagle or something. They just attack for 1, okay. Alright, I don't know what this means. I have all sorceries in my hand. That's really annoying. I can use the rip apart, but I want to save it. So I can use the pyroclasm. I think I will. I just want to use cards here. Make sure I'm filling my graveyard for the treasure cruise. It's like not a great use. Okay. Pyroclasm, but it's going to trade with a card for sure, and that's what I wanted. I could kill it with rip apart, but I will save it. I have control magic. If they go for something big, I can rip apart their favorable wings if they go for that. They just attack me for one. That's okay by me. Okay. Alright. Detect and probe. I'll pay the mana. I don't have any use for my mana right now. Okay, they have a Sephara Sky's Blade. That's really dead. I can use the control magic for that. I think I just Casual Sunshine and start looking for 4. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that puts a lot of pressure. If they somehow find a way of... They have 1, 2, 6, so they only need 1 more land to be able to cast that Sephara. It's kind of cool. If they just hard cast that, I can just steal it. What is? 1/1 flyer, okay. I don't really care about that. I can use this Sweltering Suns, maybe? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, no, I just pass with counter spell up now. I probably should have put these counters here since I need the red mana for the Sweltering Suns. I didn't think of that. Darker Wastes. Okay, I think I need to counter this. Though I can use Sweltering Suns for that and save the counter spell. That seems fine. This is 4 Fliers. So they can't really make a token, tap them all, and play Sephara, which could be annoying. So now they just attack. Okay, ponder. Let's ponder first. Ponder my orbs. Do I want this? I think I do, since I have so much stuff. Just need lands. Kill everything. Next one we can do Treasure Cruise. Now if they make a token here, their Sovereign is going to die. So, alright. Yeah, and even if they just draw land and play the Sephara, I can just steal it with control magic, so they are just very, very much dead. Alright, that worked. They were a bit flooded, but that worked. The tension sphere does stop the creature that gives the creature's ward. And I didn't see any non-creature spells, so I'm going to cut the spell pierces. Bring the tension spheres, I guess. Just go for that. Repeal is nice against the tokens, sorry, the 1/1s. If they go for the curiosity. So maybe I want one of these and cut the last unsolved. I don't really care about having a clock against them, I don't think. I just want to control the game, make sure we trade on cards, because I have more card draw than them, so that should be my win conditions, just have more cards than them, and winning will come out from that. Alright, so this hand is clunky. We do have a Cleansible Fire and Improbable Alliance. I think I'll keep it. It's a bit clunky, and we are on the draw, but I don't think I can do much better than this. Okay, at least they know that secrets and play Decktech and Pro. Okay, they don't have a play. We drew another Imperial Alliance. That's kind of cool. I don't have. Oh yeah, I have the cleansing wildfire, so I can go Imperial Alliance into wildfire. Make a token. Alright, I have the answer to that in the Reaper part. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think I go for this so I can make a token next turn. That should help me survive. Okay, they don't have a play, interesting. And I think I'll just search white. Make sure I can cast this spell. I'm not ramping here, but at least I'm adding a land. My deck, it's just no balance at all. I don't know what it means. Yeah, building this kind of decks is really difficult. Good thing is now in these in the last couple of seasons we had really good mana, which is not the norm in this format. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to make a lot of tokens now, I don't care. Okay, at least I found a land. That's really cool. You can pass. I can't really block that raptor, but I can kill it later. Another raptor, okay. I'll probably use the rip apart for the favorite ones. We'll see what they do here. They don't even attack, that's interesting. Okay. So I think I want to Southern Suns into Ponder. I kill the raptors, I kill also my tokens. If they have the untap and give +2/+2, that's kind of annoying. Though I don't know if I can play around that, so... What other plays can I do? I can also just rip apart that cantrip. I think I'll do that. I'm not in a rush, and yeah. Oh, the Tension Sphere is really good. That does work around what we were talking. Should I play that? I can play it next turn, and this turn play a tap land, and rip apart the favorite wines. So, like so. Alright. We can pass. Alright, so now if the attack I can block, right? For sure. Miscreants. Alright. Yeah, now the Tension Sphere those two Fliers and use the rest of my mana to pretty just bounce the Astrolabe, play the land that I know I have so I can make more tokens. I know I have a landing in the top of my library, so I can play that and the Astrolabe again. I could also save the Astrolabe for later, but I want to have the Astrolabe, I think. I need the fixing and the mana next turn, so. Just familiar, cool. I have no clue what they have in hand, right? They have 3 cards in hand and they haven't played a land. So they probably have that card that just gives them +2/+2 and tap them. I think I'm just going to attack with all. If they want to block and then use that card to protect them, okay. Awesome. Let's go to the next match. Alright, match number 3 against Antagorn. Interesting name. This can be anything. I think I'll give it. It's close. We'll see, we'll see. Another island. Another ponder. Alright, I think I'll start with one of the Decktech and Pro, save the other one for later. I still have some stuff to do. There we go. We'll see. Right. Yes, let's do this, understand what they're playing, so we can sculpt our game plans. Yeah. Okay, lose focus, Fliers, paper snag, and Dreadnaught. Oh. Do they have a way of not in hand? And that's scary. We have the answer here, but alright. So do we want blue or red? Probably blue, so we can play the ponders. And that was why I wanted to get Decktech Pro first to see if I needed to play red or blue this turn. If they have lose focus up, that's okay. If they want to counter this ponder, I don't play the land because I want them to lose focus here. Alright. Nice. Duress. The duress mode of ponder. I could play the bridge here instead, but I think I want to find more stuff. Okay, Rip Apart does kill the Dreadnaught too, and we have a land there and a ponder. Yeah, that's fine, I think. I just play the bridge and have Rip Apart next turn. So, I need to have a land on top. So, ponder, bridge, Rip Apart. Don't shuffle, play the... Oh, I already played the land, I'm done, okay. So yeah, that was a misplay on how I played that ponder. Now I still can draw it with the Decktech Pro. I think I'm going to do that. Pay the life because whatever. Okay, they have 5 cards in hand, so... Papers, 5 cards, so they have 2 paper snacks. Alright, let's play the ponder. Make them again. See if they want to counter that. The paper snacks are really annoying against this, so I think I'm going to shuffle and just go for the late game. Okay. Let's play the red and pass. Because if I just use like a soul artifact and attack, they just paper snag it. They have 2 paper snags for free, so that's kind of not great. And I'm not in a rush. Cleansing Wildfire is awesome because I wanted to have things to do. They can counter that, and probably they should, but yeah, I can't play around that. No. Right. Okay, so they have a loose focus, 2 paper snags and a Dreadnaught. They probably have like a trick bind or something like that to cheat it into play. But if they do that, that's 3 mana and I can respond with a detention sphere. I will use the mana, I don't know. Okay. Red Sunshine I don't want to play. So they have 6, so they have Treasure Cruise. Okay. Alright. They can't really play Treasure Cruise. I could play the Red Sunshine, but that doesn't really accomplish anything, so I will not. And if we find our own Treasure Cruises, we are going to be fine. They can't play the Treasure Cruise right now, they don't have enough. They need one more. Yep. It costs 8 and you have 7, so... Alright. We know their hand, their whole hand, so we're fine. Counter spell is cool, we can counter the Treasure Cruise should it come to it. And I think they will tap out for it. Okay, they need like ponders or stuff like that. Alright, I think I'll just shoot one of these at their face. Just to not discard. I don't think the the burst lightnings are going to be useful in this matchup. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. They have to discard now. They discard a Vapor Snack. That's good news for us. Right, I'll do another one of these. Alright, now we can use the counterspell for the Treasure Cruise. If they go for that, I need to find more lands, honestly. We are both kind of scrambling on lands here. I'll use my counterspell for the Treasure Cruise. I know that they could discard a lot if I let that result, like it's loot 3, but still that fuels the next Treasure Cruise, and so I don't like that. Okay, those are good. They still have Vapor Snacks for days. Consider it's okay. I'll probably fight against the Dreadnaught, not because I care too much, but because that probably takes a counterspell from their hand. This kind of Vapor Snack, cool. Everything going fine here. Okay, I know they have loose focus on that, so if they tap out, I can use Rise and Shine now. Just make a bunch of creatures. They will not have enough Vapor Snacks for that. Okay, yeah, I let that resolve and counter the checkpoint, I think. Oh, that's cool. And that also goes against our removal spells too. If they don't have anything, they kind of messed up. They need to have like a deep spell or something like that. Okay. Just get sacrificed. Alright. Great, so we know they don't have the Fliers and Dreadnaught. And now that we know that this resolve, I'm going to use this card here. And they can start Vapor Snagging them, but that's okay. Sure. They don't have anything, it seems. I have lethal, so I'll just attack here. Okay, they do have something. Tap target creature. You can use the mana, so. Oh, this is protection too, that's cool. Alright. I'll start with the Astro. Why? I don't really care about the Astro. I don't understand. Alright. This is fine. Yeah, I'll do it like so we can draw the memory lapse next turn. I want to have a counter spell. Yeah, we pinned them because they didn't know what we were playing against. Sorry, they didn't know what they were playing against, so they discarded their Vapor Snacks, which were really good against us. Trick Mind, okay. So if I take with all, they are dead, so I'll just do that. I don't need to show them more cards. Sure. Boom. Dead. Okay. Let's see, against that card. Reality Dribble is kind of annoying. I don't think we want like control magic. Yeah, it works against them. But the reality of the thing is that if they resolve like a turn 3 Dreadnaught, we have like the rip aparts, which I believe are better. And Soul Artifact is also a way of attacking in the ground too. Wash Away doesn't do anything. Royal Alliance, I don't really care. The creature has trample. Anthem of the Lost. It just dumps Trash Recruits. I don't care about that. I prefer a negate in that respect. So probably all of these. Test of Talents and negates. Repeal, we didn't see any targets, honestly. Well, I'm lying. And this responds really well the Dreadnought 2. Because it's 2 mana bounce, that thing. Spell Pierces look fine. Maybe this. Yeah, these are really bad. So I'm bringing in all of these and I'm cutting. Repeal is okay. I don't like the Detention Sphere. I think I prefer the Rip Aparts. And lastly, probably got a couple of Ensouls. I know I'm aggro, but they have the bounce spells and I don't want to protect my things. I just go full control like in the previous games and just got the Ensoul artifacts, like all of them, and just bring in like the Detention Spheres. That could work. Otherwise, I have Control Magic, which I don't like. I think it's worse than the Detention Sphere. Imperial Alliance as an additional Winged Edition. Lantern of the Lost as a cantrip thing. I think it's fine. Okay, now we need to be sure that we resolve our Rights and Shines and they don't get Test of Talents, because if they Test of Talents that, we are in a really, really rough spot. Yeah, this is okay. I don't think my life matters that much in this game, unless they have like a transformational sideboard, which I don't think they do. It's very rare in this format. I pay for one and probably cast the other one. Okay, so they have 2 lands. They have a Cerulean Drake, which is whatever. Yeah, I don't have anything that targets them, so it's just a 1/1. Mana Leak is okay. Dreadnaught, Test of Talents, yeah, I need to play around that. I'll play another one, so. Alright. Okay. I have the reveal for the Dreadnaught if they do that. They probably will not. Just hold the counter spells. Okay. I'll save my Gitaxian Pros, I don't need to use them. And I have something to do next turn. I can just play the Wildfire. It was incorrect to play the land first because I got super punished for that play, because I could have done, if I played the Bridge instead, I could have done like Bridge into Mountain into Wildfire. Yeah, I didn't know that, so we still know their hand. They are going to go for the Dreadnought Ripple. Interesting. The problem is it faces out, so we can't do the repeal now. Yep. Alright. Should I go for Ponder? I can do... I think I want to do repeal this turn. Like on their upkeep, force them to use the counterspell. So I can use the Ponder first. Okay, the Detention Sphere is not bad either, so yeah, what I wanted is another remove spell so I can do like bounce on their upkeep, they counter, then I untap, they and use the detention sphere. Yep, let's go like so, I guess. And we'll play the red, stop on their active and bounce that. They counter that, that's okay. Oh, that was a misplay, I didn't think of it. If they go for the test of talents, they shuffle my removal spell, so that was an incorrect play. But at least they did it like so. So now we can do the tension sphere playing around the test of talents. If they have another counter spell, we are kind of doomed. Okay. Yeah, let's play an untap land. I know I would want to use the Decktech Pro, but it can't. I think they tried to get test of talents us, and they really can't. Pass priority and do Decktech Pro again. Okay, they have a Tempest Chain, which is annoying. I don't know if we still have answers for that, honestly. That kills us very fast too. Rip Apart doesn't work. I need my other detention sphere. Just play blue. Alright. This works against what they have too, so I'm going to do it right now. I know that the coast is clear thanks to my Decktech Pro. Never leave without a Decktech Pro. And now they have the Cerulean Drake, which is okay. It can kill us eventually, but we have time to find something else to do. I can also bounce my detention sphere later to get it back, make them sacrifice the Dreadnaught and use it on a different thing. Kind of cool, I guess. I was thinking of using Rip Apart, but that doesn't really work. They can just sacrifice the Dreadnaught. We aren't advancing anything. So we have 6 turns at least to find stuff to do. We'll see. Okay, counter spells are kind of not great right now. We need a Raise and Shine to start pressuring my opponent, I think. And if they go for the talents, I can counter the talents. Lover of Secrets. That I can kill. Though I still want to use my counter spells while I have mana. If they use the test of talents here, I can counter the test of talents, just make sure. Okay. I wanted them to counter, honestly, because I have the answer in the Rip Apart. Alright, we have 2 turns to find something. Like, Repeal would work because I can bounce the Detention Sphere. Counterspell doesn't work against permanents. There should be a counterspell that counters creatures on the board. Oh, counter this. I can win this fight, I believe. Test of talents now. Okay, they have a Dreadnaught in hands. And we can look at their hand and the library too, which is important information. Okay. So we have 2 Deaths of Talents. Trick Bind, Treasure Cruise, Ready to Ripple, Wonder, Cerulean Drake, Consider Delver. Okay, so they go for... They cut on the Vapor Snacks. That's interesting. And they have Spell Bears. Alright. Okay. Okay, so we counter that. Jin. We only have a Dreadnought in hand. Alright. That was exactly what I needed. And I think I just attacked with all. I'm tapped now of Counterspell, but I need to pressure them, put them on a Trojan clock. And if they go for Dreadnought into Trickbind and can kill it with Rip Apart. That was a lucky top deck, but I really needed that. Alright, so they only have a Dreadnought in hand, so if they drew like the Vapor Snack, they kill us too. That could be really cool. I wouldn't be mad if they do that. They have only one, that's so annoying. Okay. They have only one Vapor Snack in their deck. Okay. Okay, seeing that, I need the Flame Slash. And okay, I think I like all of this. Maybe got like on memory lapses, bring on the Flame Slash, then Brawl Alliances and cut something else. Because they are bringing more creatures now and I want to have the additional win conditions since I know they have the Test of Talents. I might just got like a Ponder. I think I need like more stuff, generally speaking. So that's why I cut a cantrip. This hand doesn't really do anything. This hand either, but at least we have a couple of cantrips. People send bridge to the bottom. And now I think I just start with the bridge and then turn to Willfire. If you have the Spell Pierce, they should use it here. Okay, makes sense. I will not pay for 2. At least we have this combo to draw cards if everything goes wrong. Okay, now do I reveal now or do I wait? I can wait until they're active and see what they draw. If they use a mana leak for my reveal, that's okay. Trick Bind. Yeah, I'll just do this now. If the Test of Talent is, at least we can trip the reveal, that's whatever. Okay, they drew the other spellbeards. I'm pretty sure they only had one. Two, sorry. From what we saw. Okay, now they ponder. And they shuffle, they find a land, okay. That's some valuable information. Trick bind, repel, consider. Okay, so I can just bounce this. Consider response. I need to find something because we are floating. Okay, test of talents is not the worst. I can use them. I can use that on their cards probably. Some of their instants and sorceries. Okay. They don't flip at least. Okay, they drew a land probably. Alright. We have the test of talents and the negate, so we should be able to win any counter wars. I don't know if I want to do that. They can answer with this and protect their creature, which is annoying. They can use the Trick Bind to counter the trigger ability too. And this is uncounterable because it's split second. So I'll just save my detention spheres. Sadly, I can't really use them right now. They can Trick Bind it and they drew another land. Tempest Chin, I can't really counter that either. It's pretty annoying. Okay. Yeah, I'll wear fire here. See if they want to counter this. Maybe they do. Alright. That's good for us. No, come on, counter it. You know you want to. It gives me a beacon of hope. Okay. Say yes, pick a blue, slant. Flame Slash is nice. How do I want to do this? If I Flame Slash, they can't Trick Bind it. They can use Reality Ripple, but they can't counter that. If I go for this and they use Trick Bind, I'm kind of done. They want to remove all of this from their thing? Yeah, I think so. Now wait, they are really flooded on that effect. I'm going to just use the counter. Because they have two Trick Binds in hand, so Reality Ripple it's kind of just a protection spell. Okay, Rip Apart. I think we can win this counter war. I use the Rip Apart here. They can't use the Trick Bind. Memory Leak, Mana Leak doesn't work. Reality Ripple. Okay, I think that doesn't work either. They have the Mana Leak and two Trick Binds. That's what we know of their hand. If I didn't miscount something. Another question is if I want to remove the ripples or not. They have Mana Leak, yeah, we know this. We have Boomerang, interesting. They only have one Treasure Cruise? Pretty sure they played more. Alright. Have 2 trick binds. If the reality ripples are like whatever, I don't think I exile them. I just exile their graveyard for their treasure cruise. Okay. And if I draw that, that's okay. I can use the mana leak here, but it doesn't do anything. Alright. Issue is the trick bind stops our detention sphere, and we already use our reveals too. We find another Delver. Let's ponder. I don't think they can do anything about this. Rise and Shine. That could be good later. Right now we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So we are close to being able to play that around Mana Lake. I can just put it on one of my things and start attacking. Though I think this is fine. I probably just keep the Azorius, play that, and play the land. Okay, they could have trick binded that if they wanted. I don't want to use the detention sphere, that doesn't really accomplish anything. And we are one land away from being able to use Rise and Shine around Mana Leak, or a counterspell. A counterspell would work too. Three Drake is okay. Okay. Again, I don't think using either of these cards right now accomplishes anything. We're one land away from being able to play Rise and Shine around Mana Leak. Okay, they drew a land because they played it. Okay, Fliers, does work? No, it doesn't. Okay. Do I want to use the detention sphere right now? I don't think it accomplishes anything. Just pass. I just want them to tap out, man. They tap out a bit low, we can use the Fliers to pay for the Mana Leak, basically. They still don't flip it. Okay, they probably drew out Fliers and Dreadnaught if they don't play anything here. Yep. They play that, they use the Trick Bind. That's okay. Alright, so now we need to decide how to play this. If I play the Detention Sphere and they use the Trick Bind, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't have enough. If I use the Rise and Shine, I still don't have enough. So I think I have to pay for life here, it's really important. Okay, Astrolabe. Okay, so I think we're dead here. Though I can use 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can use Rise and Shine plus the Spell Pierce. I have 3 4/4s that blocks the Dreadnaught. Alright. And just if they flip the Delver, I still go to 1, and I probably kill them on their turn. Okay, Trickbind doesn't do anything. So we go to 1 and we kill them on my turn, right? Okay. This is a forced block. Need to block with everything here. All my Azorius die. Okay, we go to 2. And now I have 16 damage on board. So if I play the Tension Sphere and they don't see that they can use the Dreadnaught, we just win, so I'm going to go for that. Come on. No, they see the line. That's so rough. That was close. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. The other play I would have done is play this and activate it, but if I do that, then they can counter that activity ability, and I just don't do anything. Alright, so we just attack and hope they don't block. That was a good game though. We were very close. The Trickbinds really put us on a rough spot here. And the lucky drew a one-off. They drew the exact one-off they needed on the deck for the game too. So GG's. They were great games. I think we are favored still, but yeah, profit. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Oh, right, we're on the play against Peppermere. Nice name. I like this hand. Yes, I keep. And again, we'll start with the probes. Try to see what we draw when they have in hand. Just free information. Okay, so mono black. Interesting. So they have Green Merchant of Asphodel, the Rogue, Chittering Rats, Gatekeeper of Malakir, Hypnotic Spectre. Okay. Alright, so their hand is kind of clunky. They can do like turn 3 Spectre, something like that. So for that reason, I'm going to start with the Tapland, turn 2 Cleansing Wildfire, since they can't do anything, and turn 3 we hold the counter spell and use it Ponder or whatever, so it looks fine. We also have a removal spell for their things. Okay, they play the Rogue, it's a land. We search for red, so we have the mana for the Ripaport. Red Sunshine is good, but they have the Gatekeeper of Malakir, so we actually need him to Turak. Nice draw. They take Ripaport and a land. Okay, and now we don't have mana for the counter spell, so let's just start with this. And Soul Artifact doesn't do much. Ponder doesn't do much. Do I like this? Let's see. They have Gatekeeper, Chittering Rats, Hypnotic Spectre. I don't think we can keep this. I think I just shuffle. Oh, that was the perfect draw. Awesome. Let's find a land. Let's play the bridge. Go. Alright, we're closing on to overloaded Rise and Shine. Okay, they drew another another hint to Turak. Nice. Next one we can do. Oh, they play the Black Room board, so they have another swamping hand, that's for sure. Alright. What? Oh my god, he just drew back to back hint to Turaks. So lucky. So lucky. Okay. Let's try to rebuild here. Hand got destroyed. Yep. Okay, so now they don't have removal, so I'm just going to start the beatdowns. The problem with him to Turak is that at the end of the situation, it's just card draw basically. Like, yeah, it stops your opponent from doing stuff, but you don't decide what they do, right? And now, yeah, they can discard my counterspell every turn, and that's good for them. But that doesn't solve the problem that my top decks are good too. We'll see. If they have another gatekeeper, we are really, really in rough shape. Oh wow, they really messed that up. They should have attacked first, for sure. Alright, so they play the gatekeeper and the hypnotic specter. Yep. What's a misplay on the opponent? Hope to kill them for their problems. Though, sure. So now they start playing the Green Merchants and we're probably dead here. So what happens if we attack? Let's see, I attack, and they don't block, they go to 5, they untap, they attack with the Spectre first, then they play the Gary Merchant and we are dead. If I don't do that, they just attack with the Spectre, they discard my thing, and they make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. So they're actually not dead if I just pass. I don't know how I'm winning right now, but we'll see. Silent Edict, okay. So we play a lot of edits, so I'm going to cut the insults. That was a fun. Alright. And now we're just dead to this, yeah, just concede. Alright. So, let's see. We're going to be on the play. Okay, just Control Magic looks nice, Rip Apart looks nice, Imperial Alliance looks better than the other options. Fluttering Suns 2 and Pyroclasm 2, because they are going to be, they seem to be like this, put a lot of devotion into play into Grey Merchant. So I want to keep the board clear. I don't know about the Detention Sphere. It's just a 1-for-1 removal most of the time. I don't think I like Spell Pierce. It counters him to track, but mostly that's the only thing that counters. And Soul. Rebuilds also look not that great since all of their creatures, except the Hypnotic Spectre, have value when they enter, so this is like not great. Okay. I think I want to play the control route here. The control roll here, so let's see. I think I want to roll my removal just to make sure their Grey Merchants are like not great. Red Sunshine is going to be my win condition. And I also have Imperial Alliance as a secondary win condition, which is fine. But I want Repeal. Repeal in the worst case, I can just bounce my things. Maybe I cut one for the Detention Sphere and go like that. I don't really care about the non-creatures, like Sarnate I can't counter, and him to Turak is very cheap, so it's difficult to counter. Alright, this is fine. And we'll start on the bridge so we can go Ponder next turn. Try to find an on-top land for the Astro. I have the rest. They vest. Okay, that's really bad because they can discard the bridge. Yep. They are so intelligent. Okay, so let's play the Alliance. And go. Next time we can trigger it with the Astro or the Ponder. depending on what we want to do. Probably the Ponder. I think I want to dig deeper to try and find more lands, which is what we are struggling on. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, let's keep this. And let's play a top land and use next turn the Astrolabe to trigger my thing. Alright, Sunshine. I don't think I want to for a couple of turns at least. Let's play this bridge so we have white mana for the future if we get himmed. They pass again, okay. We can take the land, we have another land on top. We can take the Astro, that makes more sense probably. Him to Turak, okay. I don't think we know what's... No, yeah, we do know what's on top of our library. So we're going to just do this. Make another token, attack for 1. I don't really care about my Rise and Shine now. If they discard it, that's okay. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Now at least we have AD protection, so I'll use it here. Alright. Let's see what they have now. Blackmoon Row is okay. This is 8 or more cards. We have 7. So pretty close. Okay. I think I want to attack here. I don't want to be blocking this. I understand why they kept the Chittering Rats back. Should have probably attacked. Let's play the land. We need the mana, and it's a top land, so... They go to 4, so they need to start champ blocking here. Okay. Let's take attack here, force them a champ block. Get my value. Okay, attack for 2, that makes sense. I would attack with everything, I think. Maybe they're playing around removal. Okay, Rats and Shine. I can put that here, attack with both, force 2 champ blocks. And this protects me off an Edict too. Not in the best way, at least that's something. Alright. Okay, they drew that Edict. I think I like my blue-white land. Do I have another Edict? That could be very annoying. Rip apart, that's kills here. Alright, we got there. That was close though. If they found another Edict, they have... Oh, I'm getting gold. We're back. Alright, let's run it back, I think. Yeah, I don't think we saw anything worth changing. The Soldering Sons is a bit sus, but if they have an aggressive hand, a very creature heavy hand, that kills everything they have, so should be good enough. So I think the way that we lose is we drew... Okay, this hand is kind of clunky. We have a Ponder and a Gitax and Probe. I'm going to keep it based on that. Based. And try to find a top land for the Cleansing Wildfire. Come on, divest. Yeah, got them. Got them. Okay, let's start with Probe in Life, I guess. And they have him to Turak that they can cast, divest, Signing Blood. Alright. Start with a Ponder. Okay. And I think I'm going to keep this. Let's see, they have him to Turak, him, Signing Blood, divest, Spectre, and Blackdrum Rogue. So I think I prefer the Flame Slash over the Pyroclasm. I'm going to put that on the bottom, the Razor Birch on the top, and this on my hand. Don't shuffle. That way, if they play again they divest, they don't have targets, and next turn I can play that instead of that another land. Yeah, it got destroyed. Alright, if they play probably the Backman Rogue. Yes. And here I'll play the Ponder, play the Bridge, Alliance, Attention Sphere, and Pyroclasm. Okay. I'm thinking they are going to him to Turak probably. I don't know if I want this, honestly. I don't think I do. I'm gonna shuffle one with Cleansing Wildfire, but I think I'm just better off shuffling, trying to find lands. Sweltering Suns is okay, I guess. I can cycle it. Okay, they go for Signing Blood instead. They wanted the lands, right? Now I can try to find a counter spell, or I can do Ponder into Cleansing Wildfire, which is also nice. A nice line. All right. This is all fine, I guess. Let's see. If I keep the Emperor Alliance, I don't have any way of triggering it. Control Magic is fine if they go for the Spectre. I have a billion remove spells, but if I can steal it, it's going to be much sweeter. I think I'm going to do that just for the sweetness value. And keep that, shuffle it with the Cleansing Wildfire. And I think I search for blue. No, red. I have mostly red hand. I normally default to blue, but I think in this situation it's better to have red. So, all right. They can Hymnus. They can play a creature. If it's a creature we can steal, I will do that. Force them to use a removal spell to for-one them. Yeah, I'm going to do that for sure. Oh wow, my computer is going slow. Alright. Now I have that, and if they don't have an answer to that, we are pinned. Okay. We discard Rip Apart and Pyroclasm. We have still 2 more remove spells, so that's fine. 3 remove spells, even. They play no Spectre. I'm going to kill that and attack, make them discard. Feels nice. This is symmetrical. How does this work? Okay, so this would exile both of them. So I can go Flame Slash here, here. My god, oh, there we go. My computer is having a really rough time today. Right. Make them discard. Or not. Oh my god. Wait a second. I don't know what's happening, but my computer is going very slow. Red Fugue, okay. They discard the Rise and Shine. Okay. Do we have an edict? for the Spectre. I have an Earth for the Spectre, okay. It's fine. Alright, I think I attack here, offer the trade. They probably don't take it. Okay. I can play my land, loot, basically mill one and make a ferry. I'm ahead on board, that's why I'm doing that play. At least I'm ahead of board right now, right? So. Okay, rise and shine. I can rise and shine on that and start attacking with all of that. That makes sense. They take 6. They take 6, interesting. They're probably trying to play for the back-to-back Grey Merchant of Asphodel. That would be my guess. They just found lands instead. And that's understandable, they don't have many, they don't have many things to do. Either mana either. So we're in the 5th match against Sargon. I don't know. This hand is too clunky mo. We are looking at a turn 3 Flexible Fire. Like, this is pretty bad. This hand is also not great, but at least we have some interaction. I'm going to give it and send Counterspell to the bottom. The biggest issue with this deck is that I don't really like having that this spread of creatures and of sorceries and instants, make it a bit difficult to play sometimes. So now, do I want to play the bridge or the burst lightning? Let's just play the burst lightning now. I think it's okay to be Tech Temporal, understand more or less what they are doing. Biting Grace. Okay, well, this is good to know then. Temper Steel, Steel Overseer. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy that I did that. So I don't really want to kill the golem. They can get it back with this. I have no clue why they play Abiding Grace, but I think we'll see. Next I can ponder into Burst Lightning, and the Detection Pro there was huge, otherwise I would have been just destroyed by this Abiding Grace, so... Alright. Now they probably just play the Steel Overseer, we can kill it, everything's fine, they can't really get it back with this. Though I would like to find an answer to that Abiding Grace. I just hope the next round they go for the Temper Steel instead. Alright, so we give this. I think I need the untap island, honestly. Just let's go like this. Don't shuffle, play the mountain. We're sliding this thing. Just let's hope they go for the Temper Steel. Like, it's not good either of these, but if they resolve the Abiding Grace, I don't know if I can win, honestly. Like, I need to kill all of their 1-drops and really stop that. Okay. That's also annoying, but understandable. Okay, now I can play this, play the untap land, and pass the turn. We take 5, which is a lot. And we don't have any mass removal spells. And also I don't think I have well, we have the Rip Aparts, which are fine against them. I'll counter this. Arcbound Mouser. Okay. Okay, this puts a huge amount of board presence. I think I just do this. I know what they have in hand. Cleansing Fire. Oh, they have this. Oh wait, I tapped out. I'm dumb. I can put the solar artifact on the Astrolabe, but the idea was to put it on an indestructible creature. And I think I do that since I want to save the Ray Sunshine. Oh. Okay, now I put that there. I block here. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if they do that, they can't really play the Abiding Grace. Abiding Grace is weird. Like, I think it's more of a cyber card than anything, especially in this deck. Unless they have like a combo here that I'm not seeing. Like maybe they have a creature that can sacrifice itself. They block the creature that deals the most damage. Let's just go for the Abiding Grace, that's fine. And try to come back from this. I think a main condition here is to use Rise and Shine. Okay, I can ramp with Cleansing Wildfire. Let's see, if I make another Rise and Shine thing, I have 2. I take, I block here, I take 6. So I think I need to draw a card. Put like the other mountain. Okay, Decktech and Probe. Doesn't really do much. What can I draw here? I don't think I have anything to draw here, so I'm just going to pass. But Abiding Grace, it seems too grindy for what they are doing. Again, if they have a combo here, that makes sense. Okay, they don't have fear, that's okay. Because if I had out or a condemn or something, maybe I can put that there and it's their creatures and it's not lethal, something like that. I didn't really thought about what they could be playing against. Okay, so Pyroclasm, Soldiering Sons, these look really good. Detention Sphere, that's fine. I think I prefer the Ripoports. And probably Alliances. Maybe the Alliances, maybe not. Maybe not. Got all the counter spells, honestly. Just play to the board. Maybe like bring this in. Or remove like a couple of counter spells. A counter spell in this matchup seems really bad. Repeal can at least gain some time. And I have Ripoports and Detention Sphere as controls. So I think this is fine. I could consider this, right, for the Abiding Grace, but they don't seem like they are going to win us by having that late game value. Alright. A card that would be good against aggro, and this is very meta dependent, is the Hard Evidence. That's a nice cantrip that puts some amount of things in the board. It also goes well with the Soul Artifact and Rise and Shine. Like you can animate a token, clue token. Alright. This is okay. Yeah, I think we keep this. Like we are very flooded on win conditions. But we're fine here. I'm probably just start with the bridge so we can do turn 2 Alliance. Or turn 2 Rise and Shine. Probably I'm not going to Rise and Shine turn 2. Or Red Soul basically. Okay. Homunculus, I don't know how to pronounce that word. That's going to be a 2/2. I can kill something else, more importantly, have some amount of creatures that are more relevant than that. And next turn I can do like Azorius, make a token, play Flame Slash. Alright. See. Silver's here. Yeah, I'm going to kill that. For sure. Alright, let's try to make our one drops. Kill that. Yes. And I think I saved this. No, I think I need to use this. So I try to find my lands. Okay, at least I'm digging a bit deeper. I have a hoop of Kirapur, which I don't really like. Servo Exhibition, which is good for them. Decking Stone, Abiding Grace. Okay. Decking Stone is only creatures. For some reason, this just really kills all the tokens, like very, very well, which is interesting. It also exiles our unsold things, so we need to be around that. Alright. Hope of Kirapur. Right, so they play these two. Okay, land is fine. This is... We don't have anything else, so I can use Soldering Suns. I think I will do that, and if we go for Abiding Grace to flash back their hope or whatever. Oh, that's a combo, I see now. This is a combo with Abiding Grace, right? No, because you need to attack for it. Well, if it survives, then it protects itself. Okay, so now I see it. You attack with this, then they sack it. Then they get it back with Abiding Grace. So I'm locked off non-creature spells on my turn. Yes, that's what it does, okay. I can remove the Abiding Grace with Detention Sphere. Alright. Okay. Now they probably just play the Abiding Grace, get back the hope. I think with Detention Sphere, the Abiding Grace. Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, that blocks stops us really hard. We have only non-creature spells, so if they have the luck, I don't think we can win. Yeah. We know one of their two cards in hand. They just go full aggro. Okay. Okay. Alright. So they stopped us from casting spells. Now they can attack us for a bunch again. Yeah, that was a time walk against us. That's pretty good. I don't know if the combo with Abiding Grace is worth my decking in this kind of aggressive deck. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I can kill one of their lands, but they can kill both. They can activate both, so that's a relevant thing. Alright. So I do that, like I kill the Mishra's Factory, I get a token. I get a token. I have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I can ensoul, or maybe, yeah, I think I will use ensoul on one of my astrolabes or something. Have another blocker. They use the Decking Stone, that's okay. Okay, let's do that. I think I need to do this. This removes a creature from the board too. Okay, a land is not bad either. Use it here and pass. They have 3 attackers. We are going to have only 1 blocker because they're using Decking Stone there. Sure. And we block probably the Bastion. since blocking the Mouser doesn't really accomplish anything, and I can't block the Ginger Brute. I could save the clue token to make a creature next turn. It's 1/2, 1/2 to make one of these. Otherwise it's 1/2 here, 1/2 here. And I have 2 blockers. I think I need to country now. Okay. Detection Probe. It's another blocker. Okay. I think I'll just install here. So I can use my Red Sunshine Overloaded as a win condition. So now if I animate an attack, I just block the Mouser, block the Bastion, my land gets tapped, my token dies and they get a 2/2 Ginger Brute. We go to 3, so that's okay. They just stuck with that. Okay. I need to block it there. Okay. Oh wow, yeah, full on annoying here. I can activate this and loot. That makes a token. And here I think I discard the Astro. I prefer to play the land. This is another creature to Rise and Shine. Okay, alright. We're on the back foot here, but we are not dead yet. Okay, play the land. Now I think I attack with both. They can animate, kill my token, and they tap out of their Frostwork Bastion, so that makes the Rise and Shine better. Okay, and they go to, yeah, I think I need to attack here. It's obviously bad if they draw a removal spell, but I think I need to try to set up for a Rise and Shine kill. And if we draw an untapped land, maybe we can do that. Okay, well, we got that. They got us. Yeah. That was a lucky top deck. So if I untap and I draw a land, untap land, I play the land, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I tap here, I have 1, 2, 3. So that's 8 plus 5. That's not lethal still. So, but I have the Cleanseable Fire to heal the Bastion. Yeah. Okay, let's consider. I just want to see what I would draw here. So if I draw Astro here, instead I can do is play the Astrolabe, draw a card. Okay, so now I can cantrip this, killing their Bastion, draw a card. Wildfire I can cantrip again, because I have the Astrolabe, so that's 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so we were dead either way, because we didn't have an answer to the Ginger Brute. Let's see this though. Let's see if that goes here. Alright, so the match against aggro is really hard. Wait. Let me check real quick one. Okay, whatever. So apparently my opponent wasn't on the league, but that's still fine. It was a good showing of the deck, and I don't want to make the video that much longer. It was a 3-2 in the end for us. I was really happy with how it played out. I think a couple of changes I would make is to change these memory lapses. I don't think I ever drew them or played them, but they were never like good. Um, yeah, so I think a card I was on the verge of playing was Divide by Zero, which are great because you can use them to answer the board or a perm or a spell, and that's pretty good, having an answer to almost everything, like a catch-all that has some value. And we also can cut some amount of the cards in our sideboard, like we have like Control Magic and a Negate. Those are like flex slots, and just bring in some amount of lessons to make our deck a bit more resilient against random crap. So I think that's more or less what I would do here if I had to change this, like a couple of these, remove the memory lapses, maybe add a third one and remove one of the repeals. Yeah, something like that. That would look nice. Something like this. Change a bit the sideboard here to add lessons, and that could make the deck a bit more resilient, similar to what we did in the previous deck. Something like this. Maybe the Illuminate History, maybe now. Yeah, maybe something else. I don't know. I would need to check what other lessons there are. I think there is Teachings of the Archaic too, which is legal, which can be really good against control, which is divination, and that's a nice card to draw sometimes. And yeah, that's more or less the changes I would make. I think this deck is really good. Rise and Shine was really impressive as a win condition. Problem is, if you tap out 6 mana to overload this, then you are not going to have all your bridges in play untapped to attack. So the way that you may build this, if you want to go full on overload, is maybe with treasure tokens to ramp into this, right? That you can use either the treasures to cast this and attack with the bridges, or use your mana and animate all the treasure, or you can just go further on the ramp plan with some other artifacts like talismans and whatever. That's also good. Like, this is a nice, like, really 6 mana win the game sometimes in some options. So maybe an idea is to remove the soul artifacts. Yeah, keep the Rise and Shine and have a bit more ramp, and that could work. We need to see how it works there, but that could work, and that's pretty cool. The classical fires were awesome. The rest of the deck was fine. I wasn't sure about the package here. Like, Rip Aparts are awesome, and Detention Sphere is great, but all of these are sorcery, so that makes it a bit clunky with the counter spells. So I think there is more work to be done here to make it really great, but it's going in the right direction. I really like it. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.